live, Alister. Let's load back up.
Awesome.
Completely yesterday.
Right there.
Yeah. Yesterday I was very sleepy and I forgot to name the save before I turned it off.
So that's okay. I haven't touched the game since, which is good. Welcome back, everybody, to XCOM 2. Sorry for the unceremonious push back in, but here we are again.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh my god, it's doing this crap again.
The hotkeys.
Okay, hold on.
At this point, people are going to start betting whether they're going to hear me say a bunch of cuss words and the computer messes up at the beginning of every fucking video. We're actually doing this shit on purpose. I promise we're not.
You just break down because of that happening and just start cursing like crazy out of nowhere.
Oh my god. Wrong numbers. Alright, there we go.
Well, it was originally the wrong save name, so I suppose that works just fine.
Oh,
anyway.
Okay, I was about to say, it didn't even save it.
No, it did. It's there. Anyways, let's see, where the fuck were we? Oh wow, we got the smoke bomb.
No, we got the upgraded smoke bomb.
Oh.
The old smoke bomb, the original one is only 20 defense. That smoke bomb allows you to reduce your entire team's chance of being shot down to 0%, and that includes being marked by an Advent officer.
That's amazing, actually.
Well, the thing is,
really good.
You have to be hunkered down. It's not just high cover plus this. Because high cover plus this would have been only would have been 60 defense. Now the smoke bomb should give 30 or 40. Which means high cover plus smoke bomb, now they only have like a 5% chance of hitting you. And then basic Advent troopers that only have an aim of 65 can't hit you.
Right.
Man, I just fucking love it.
Are there any experimental grenades that are particularly worth having?
Yes. And now that we have the upgraded grenades, it's worth it. Also,
we'll get started right away.
Protocol.
Yeah, the blue screen ammo. I remember you telling me about this last time. It's basically the fuck you bullets for any mechanical enemy in the universe.
Yes. So how many more grenades? One or two?
I don't feel.
I think I'll need at least 2 Illyrium cores, so I'm gonna make 2 experimental grenades and try to fish for something useful.
Gas bombs.
That's useful if you have large numbers of organic units later on, but not particularly right now. And that gas bomb lasts for so goddamn long that it's actually a hazard to you if you're on a timed mission. If you position the grenade wrong, because a cloud lasts for like 5 or 6 turns.
Shit. That'd be great for a holdout situation, though. Incendiary bomb.
That's the highest damage grenade in the entire game. Once again, it does the exact same thing that the gas bomb does, but more damage and more effective.
Okay.
And it also has a side effect of destroying things that normally would never even yield to plasma grenades. It's because it lights shit on fire, and fire is guaranteed destruction of any item.
Huh.
But the thing is, you can't really control the fire or what gets caught on fire, so there's that.
I was gonna say, that sounds both really useful and really risky all at the same time, and you just basically explained why.
You see, here's the other thing about having the instant construct. It's so pivotal to our playthrough that it's actually made a huge difference. All this tech that we have, all these grenades and ammo types, since it's random what you get, you know, you're spending 8 days or even a whole month constructing or committing an engineer to this place. You have no idea what the fuck you're gonna get. You could end up getting some weak-ass Venom ammo, which, I mean, I take it back, Venom ammo can be good, especially if the target survives, because they'll be poisoned, and
Yeah,
it'll
exactly.
reduce their accuracy by 30, which is great. Gas bombs do that. They reduce the accuracy of the enemy units, and gas bombs are actually what I bring when I know I'm gonna fight an Archon. Because I know that it's unlikely I'm gonna kill that Archon in the first turn, especially if it's a pod of Archons. God forbid. So, against when you see Archons and you suspect that you will get a full pod of 3 of them, you gas bomb them.
I don't blame Shen for wanting to keep an eye on Taigen, but at this point, we need all the help we can get.
You gas bomb them, and that reduces their accuracy by 30. And then you drop a smoke grenade and put all of your allies inside of it, because those Archons will go for melee attacks. So that means defense increased by 30, and enemy accuracy decreased by 30. That's 60. So they'll only have like a 15% chance to hit.
I remember smoke grenades and enemy unknown were substantially less easy to come across because they were literally an ability tied to the support class. But they were one of the most useful skills in the game, particularly if you got the upgrades that they could get for it, because you could throw the grenade onto a group of your allies, and initially all that does is give them a defense bonus and reduce enemy aim. But when it's upgraded, it can give them a stimulant benefit that also augments their ability to basically see enemies. So it buffs their accuracy and can even buff their damage if you get the right enhancements for it. At least I think it can buff their damage. I know it buffs their accuracy.
Mexico. I was expecting to see a guy with a sombrero, but no luck.
New regional contacts located.
That's racist. No.
Here's that recruit cost thing you were talking about.
Yeah, and that's still not good enough on the hardest difficulty, by the way, to make that cost effective for anyone wondering.
Oh, you're talking about like doing the thing where you... if you have that, actually it is. We're going to the black market to do a little bit of fishing for some supplies.
I don't know. I guess I just don't like the idea of my fucking troops, of one of my troops being sacrificed purely so everybody else can get a free shot, when I know for a fact that if I play my cards well, that is very rarely ever a necessity to begin with.
Yes, that is also true.
It's literally a cheap tactic used by people who are either afraid to or just don't want to actually try and quantify enough of this game to be able to play it correctly, in most cases.
Hey, it's a strategy. It's just not a good strategy.
No, it's not a good strategy. It's a terrible strategy because it involves letting your troopers get killed for no good fucking reason. Like, essentially, resorting to that strategy in most cases is literally because you know for a fact you can't cook up a good enough strategy to avoid getting your men killed, or you don't want to. It's one of those two specific instances in both cases. And that really kind of only means you're not up to being a strategist at all. Because you're spending a life every time you try and clear a mission. At least one life.
Not if they miss.
Ooh, look at those supplies and intel.
I was about to say, where the hell's my engineer? But
we're not getting one because that's a hostile VIP.
Yeah, it's a hostile VIP. All right. When we capture them, send them to the tentacle ward.
Did you really?
When we said they're gonna get pumped for info, we meant it. Literally.
Oh my god! So much is wrong with you.
Hey, that was a built-in structure on this alien ship. We are appropriating alien technology. Now go get the
Yes.
probes.
No, I refuse to be a part of that.
Now, and I forgot to mention that damage over time ticks are also extremely effective against Archons. For the said reasons that I mentioned before, they do have a ranged attack. Well, the thing is, when an Archon is on fire, they're not allowed to use their melee attack, which means they'll likely fire at you an aimed shot. So if they're poisoned and on fire, they'll have the base aim of their aimed shots is 65, whereas their melee is 75. So if they shoot at you, you're likely in at least low cover. So that's, 65 minus 30, 35, minus another 20. That's 15, once again, without the need for a smoke grenade. If they're poisoned, they also have reduced mobility, so it's less likely that they're going to be able to get within melee range in the first place. So, just poison alone is effective, but if you want to really make sure you have the hardest possible counter to an Archon, and you want to guarantee that they try to take a shot, an aimed shot, then you bring both fire and poison. So they'll take extra damage over time, and again, the flame grenade is the highest damage grenade out there. Alright,
just be careful using it on a timed mission, because if you use that on a timed mission, good luck getting around it quickly.
That's why you don't put the gas bomb on the Grenadiers. So it has a smaller gas radius, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Because if you put them on Grenadiers, it'll actually have a bigger radius, and in most cases, you would think that's a great idea. Well, in most situations it would be, but on timed missions, when you need to get past the enemies you just shot, particularly in ones where you need to either rescue a VIP, escort a VIP, or in this case, kidnap one, that's a real goddamn problem for you. Because now you have to get around that AoE, and that means circumventing your soldiers around and possibly even splitting your squad up, which can be suicidal, particularly at this point in the game, especially on this difficulty.
Or wasting an extra turn just to get around that shit.
Also
God forbid, sprinting to get around it to have enough time, and activating a pod as a result. But you can avoid that with a scout. There's workarounds for it, but we're just advising caution when you actually use it. I'm taking the gas bomb because on my specialists, oftentimes the enemy is low HP, so I'll take the shot instead of using a grenade. And,
yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I think we had a shaken captain, didn't we?
I don't know.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what does shaken mean? Does that mean that they have weak will?
Their will is reduced to 0. And they will not recover until you fully complete a mission with them, and they don't take damage, and they must kill an enemy on that mission. So essentially, they must get a perfect mission to recover.
The problem is that, number one, by this point in the game, that's a really hard sell, and number two, with their will reduced to 0, that means a sectoid is practically guaranteed to basically do anything it wants to them, horrifically, with psionic powers, and that means that they will target them when they notice that.
Do we have an advanced?
It also
stock on
means that
this
that
weapon?
character is likely to panic for no good goddamn reason.
We're gonna swap weapons with these characters.
Okay. You're giving
Because
him the
the
better
medic
gun.
doesn't have combat protocol, which means, statistically speaking, there will be more situations where we will use the gun on him, as opposed to...
That's right, yeah. I was like, wait a minute, isn't the guy who's mentally worse off going to need that more? No, not necessarily.
Oh, we got another
That's
scope!
a completely...
Alright, so earlier I put a...
You want weapon upgrades in that list.
Yeah, no, that weapon already has a scope. I want to put a scope on both of my Grenadiers' weapons. So
you're going to take the hair
get
trigger
rid
off?
of this hair trigger, and we're going to keep the auto loader so we can fire more shots in a mission without having to stop and reload. Which means we effectively get an extra action during a whole entire mission. Because we won't have to reload. So I'm going to
Plus,
put a scope.
slapping this scope onto this thing actually makes this weapon more accurate, which means more of his shots that inflict hollow targeting are more likely to actually wound or kill a target.
Now, I know I put this health combat sim advanced conditioning. The more health a soldier has, the fewer days they're likely to spend in the medical ward when they get hit. And also having more HP means not dying. But we have a personal combat sim of aim here, and I'm gonna stack this on this character. Now, since we don't have a shadow chamber, I'm just kind of equipping blindly here, but since we saw one Archon already, it's fair to assume that there are more. And the difficulty is moderate, so we can expect about 4 pods of enemies. Let's keep going.
Yep.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to
Alister,
fly.
could you click begin mission for me?
What?
Click the begin mission. I got it. I just had to open up my window because it was getting a little bit hot.
through this area on board from their transport
Yep.
vehicles. The spokesman would like us to ensure they don't reach their destination. Locate and capture the target if possible. Neutralize them if necessary. Don't leave any hostile
Cat.
forces standing in your way.
Tail off my phone.
Menace 1-5.
Sorry, I forgot to
target
turn off
location
that
confirmed.
overlay.
Move to engage. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
Eh.
Oh shit! We just got the easiest mission layout ever. It's so rare
Well,
for the extraction point to actually be closer than the VIP.
Well, here's hoping that we don't get trashed by enemy assholes while we get that layout.
Confirmed. Moving out.
Huh. No pod. I expected one to be in the middle of that.
Eyes on the enemy.
Oh. That's a mech. What's with him?
Yeah, we need to get some magnetic. We need to get those tier 3 weapons soon.
Roger that.
The reason why I put so much aim bonuses on this character is because of our chain shot. And the more hits we can guarantee early on, the better. And if we can guarantee a double strike on an enemy, that's gonna mean some pretty serious damage.
In particular, one of the major benefits right now that we're kind of getting is enemies are actually starting to get out of one-shot range. So a move like Chain Shot is actually really, really useful.
Yeah, it is. Turns, economy for turns.
Economy for turns, economy for your shots, economy for catharsis.
Double time.
Fucking Sectopod just smashes that wall down right next to the guy hiding behind the car.
Enemy unit spotted, and then he doesn't shoot, and the Sectopod proceeds to move to cover somewhere random.
Location confirmed.
The Sectopod just like smashes the wall down. Oh yeah! You're not supposed to be here yet. Oh. Well, can't I now? No. Go away. We don't need you this week. Okay. Stomps off the screen and off the map. Blows up like 5 cars stomping on him. Is that an officer with him? Yeah. And it looks like a stun lancer. You know, Advent troopers become really uncommon after a while.
I find that kind of annoying that these enemies...
Quick, bolt straight to extraction!
All of these enemies just
Bolt straight to
right off and just left.
Yeah, I know, they just sort of fucked off. I'm not sure why either.
It's gonna be harder to get a freaking ambush in now. Unless I just throw a grenade at them. Yeah, you know what, I suppose that'll work. If I make sure I deal enough collateral damage.
Moving to position.
Yeah, this should knock down damn near everything. About here. But I actually want them to take damage, so hold on. Oh, you know what? I could use this scanning protocol, which would tell me where they are through the walls, and I can position my grenade better. Now this guy, I'm gonna just leave here to take a double Overwatch shot, so we're gonna get threat assessment, Overwatch.
Got it covered.
And we're gonna put a threat assessment on this Grenadier, so he takes a shot after throwing a grenade. This is such a difficult ambush we're about to take, because everybody's positioned all weird.
This is a pretty awkward start to the mission. I guess
Yeah, the
it's
enemies
the game.
usually come forth, so these guys are just like, ooh, a piece of candy.
I guess these guys are, like, this is kind of compensating for the fact that you are getting one of the easiest mission layouts in history.
Fire in the hole!
I hope this hits everything. Alright, no, I didn't hit him. I had to push it a bit farther forward.
We're in their sight.
Sometimes that happens.
See, there's Overwatch crits. And that's the upgrade we've gotten with our specialists. Once we get blue screen protocol, all of the enemy mechs are going to be in one-shot range once again.
I'm trusting you here.
I'm not gonna use my chain shot, but I just want to see. Okay, yeah. In retrospect, I probably should have just...
I got it, right?
Yeah, you got it. Excuse me?
XCOM? What shenaniganery are you pulling now?
I have to go right here? Ew, no.
That's a
The
bad
pods.
place to go.
Yeah, the
That is
pods
really
are
not
probably
good.
all fucking crunched up and shit over there.
Set him up, knock him down. Will do. They're on to me.
Hey, alien. I should have said you got something on your face.
By the numbers.
More like something through her face, through his face.
Good copy. Moving on target. Roger. Got my eyes on him.
Oh, I see
Moving to
Muton.
designated coordinates.
The objective revealed a little bit of information for us.
Got it. Moving.
So we're gonna get up here with everybody.
Affirmative.
Gonna take the high ground.
Rolling out.
There's what makes me terrified is the fact that we're about to go to the VIP and there's 4 more pods around here somewhere.
3 more. Moderates have 4 pods.
Or, well, reinforcements.
VIP.
Triple Muton.
Target identity confirmed.
Oh shit! And they're guarding that thing real hardcore too.
We need some.
Move. Move. Move.
What the fuck kind of? There was literally no
I'm all over it.
urgency at all.
I don't know.
Closing on target position now.
Oh, I see a codex over there. Don't fucking lie to me. I saw that shit. I gotta take cover here.
Okay, I'll go.
Now this better not have alerted that fucking codex, because I got a guy who's positioned even closer and he's not alerted. Okay, good. They're on the very edge of our vision. Oh shit, please. Game. There you go.
XCOM plus. XCOM. There we go. That's better.
I want to hit both of them and take their cover. Hopefully this doesn't blow out the floor, but I think it's only just gonna nick the edge.
Indeed.
Take this.
Okay, good. We just nicked the edge. Alright, where's our ranger? There you are.
Heading out.
How's that? 100% chance to
Only
hit,
the best.
100% chance to crit. Late game rangers, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you feel the power?
Alright, so we've got a couple more actions left.
Okay, I'll go.
I'm going to use the rocket on this other muton because I want to inflict as much damage as possible, and if I used a grenade, there's a small chance I might blow up the VIP, and it might do that weird thing where plasma grenades tend to destroy one tile greater distance than they normally do.
Launching.
Yeah, they, like, frag grenades will do that sometimes, too.
Well, we're going to be bunched up one way or another.
I guess that'll be okay.
I got a feeling that this other muton is going to survive.
Position compromised.
Can't even shoot him from
Move into
other
position.
positions. Maybe we'll crit. It's a low chance, though. Ooh, you know what? Maybe he'll run away.
Maybe.
God damn it.
I think they got me.
I fucking hate extremely high HP pods where every single enemy has an area of effect attack. It's Alpha Strike Grenade.
Yeah. Welcome to why save scumming is sometimes just flat out necessary.
If we were doing this on Legendary, the misplay that I actually made was the fact that I moved my scout to this position and I didn't use his shotgun. I instead had used a grenade. But if I move in the same position, the enemies will do the same.
But if you say so.
Fair enough.
I thought it was gonna trigger another pod if I got rid of his stealth. I guess this is a learning opportunity for everybody. Well, when you use your skills in XCOM for your soldiers and whatnot, it changes based off of the enemies move positions based off of where you move, and not where they choose to move. They always pick the most advantageous position that they can, based off of the distance that they're forced to move, minimum or maximum.
Huh.
So if I moved my grenadier to a different position, they'd all come over here in this direction. Say if I moved here, they'd move this way to start getting a flank.
Welcome to Understanding Your Enemies 101.
Yep.
If you say so.
See, my scout is able to see this alien, but I didn't take the shot at him. I will this time, though. I had instead used a grenade, which meant that I needed an extra attack to kill these
Who's
mutants.
keeping score?
And I was relying on getting a critical hit with my other 2 characters, which is a 40% chance, and it's not really high like it is with the rest of the cast.
Fair enough.
Well, I say the rest of the cast, but these guys are the outliers here.
Not a problem. That's how it's done.
And you see, now those 2 are dead, and now I have 2 attacks instead of 1 to actually try and kill that other mutant.
Oh boy.
It's pretty hard to actually
If you
get
say so.
even a spot to attack without grouping your soldiers up, because, well, we're on a rooftop, and if we move in any other direction, we either can't see them or we might trigger another pod. Oh, well, he gets a critical hit.
Enemy
this time.
done. My ammo's running low.
Scanning.
God damn it.
Menace 1-5, be advised.
Was it on the
Hostile
specialist?
interceptors are inbound on your current position.
What?
Firebrand has a limited window to provide
Oh
extraction.
no, none of your allies took damage. Sorry, I was distracted by something for a moment.
What's over there?
Yeah, nobody took damage. Alright, we're gonna send Paula to retrieve that and get everybody else set up with that codex that we know is nearby. As we move closer to the objective, it is my hope that the enemy AI will decide in kind to move closer to us.
Okay.
I guess that'll be okay.
Look at him. Bunch of filthy animals.
Don't think so.
Is this turning into an episode of Home Alone? Because I'm totally okay with
have a
that.
very
But
good chance of getting some enemy reinforcements here for some free EXP.
Overwatch. Affirmative, covering now.
Overwatch.
Come get some.
Okay.
On my way.
There we go. More mutants. Such high HP.
yeah, it happens.
Well, luckily we have a pretty high chance of getting deception here. So we might take advantage of that. Alright, where's our shaken specialist? We need to make sure she gets a kill, so we'll just shoot the VIP now.
I
Well,
hope
I
not.
wonder if that would actually count. Would it?
Neutralizing him means that you actually don't get one of the mission completion.
I know. But I was just wondering. Because there could be
I'm not sure.
many situations in which it would be quite favorable. And I don't want to move forward again because there's probably another fucking pod stacked up or some shit.
Ready to go.
It wouldn't surprise me given the really weird layout of this level.
It's
There
a
you
very
go, that's
lucky
both of
level
them.
because it's easy to go get in and out very quickly.
Grenade!
You could finish this map in like 3 turns. All you have to do is just get a sniper, shoot him from the beginning of the map, and then move right on.
I've actually had a sniper shoot all the way through a warehouse before and still hit a target on the other side of the warehouse. While he was completely across the map and camping up on a building. Literally the only enemy
Kill
to
that
threaten.
farther away muton.
Well, I'd say he's dead.
See that?
You think you made it hurt enough, Troy?
I'm gonna make this hurt.
Oh, he's just out of grenade range. You could run and gun that, yeah.
For ya. Sure thing.
Plant the foot, will ya?
This is definitely gonna make that codex change positions, but we might have another low HP enemy to get a kill on our other character. By the way, those are the indestructible things you saw in the very first mission of the game.
They're not indestructible now.
Not anymore.
Yep, there's the codex. Flown, anyway.
Okay, I'll go.
Alright. Get it?
There it goes.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
Wait,
No,
that one was the only one that... I was going to say, that's the only one that could have targeted the codex, isn't it?
I got it, right?
No.
Weapons burning ammo.
Oh, yeah, you can still move this guy. Never mind.
Affirmative. Moving out.
If you manage to stack the enemy protocol, the hack opportunity that you find, if you manage to stack that multiple times on one soldier throughout a campaign,
I'm alive.
which I actually managed to do on the legendary campaign that I finished. By the end of the campaign, that colonel had like 200 something hacked.
Holy shit.
Infiltrating their system.
Alright, now, I need this to fail so I can get some more aliens. Because this mission is way too short. Thank you.
Well, you got your wish. Enemy reinforcements.
It's blocking me out.
Where are they coming in?
Enemies moving on our position.
In pretty much the ideal spot for you, actually. Yeah, there you go. Subdue that jerk. I want it on record. She smacked the air in front of that idiot.
If he actually made physical contact, she'd probably die, but how hard these
Relocated.
fucking troops hit.
No shit.
Heading out.
Oh, that's the auto.
Hey, you idiot.
Affirmative. Covering now. On Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
This. How many shots does this character have left? 2? Alright, so what I'm going to do something here is a little bit something cheeky. So I'm going to reload this guy's gun, and I'm going to give another threat assessment to our specialist on the high ground. She's already gotten 1 kill, but I want to feed more to her.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'll go.
Oh, please. Alright, there we go, game.
I'm on it. I've got eyes on an advent position.
Alright, so our specialist should take shots back to back.
That's not good.
See?
I'll get
Check
him
it out.
outside.
Most advantageous position that they can get.
Multiple hostiles advancing on our position.
Oh, God.
Menace 1-5, we're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
You got another cluster of reinforcements coming in, and you're not even quite done with your first group.
That's fine. We don't need to.
Well, that guy no longer has a face.
You want some more?
Hey, Ma, look. No face.
Weapons empty. Can't engage.
That one's also out of ammo.
Reloaded. No need to ask twice.
It's killing time.
I wonder if I use a protocol on. Oh wait, I already used it on that character.
Yeah, you did.
Because my aid protocol is like an offensive Overwatch tool. Because threat assessment actually triggers before enemies take an action, like shooting. So I was wondering if I could be a cheap ass and do something like take a aimed shot at this guy, and then pass the threat assessment to this character, and then take another cover shot from right here. Very high chances in our favor. Also, we'll just get the VIP
secure and in
secured.
position for evac. VIP is secure.
We could have just
Okay.
left the VIP on the ground and came back to get him, but sometimes it bugs out and it says, oh, the VIP is dead. They're not dead.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why you did that.
Because the game loses track. I remember one time I had this.
All the shit it's trying to micromanage at once, that kind of more or less makes sense.
Alright, get another kill on our combat.
And yeah.
That's it.
I guess now you overwatch who you got left after you move them into the opportunistic positions and excuse me. Blah, I don't English.
I really should have just not fired with her, but
I'm on it.
I only get 2 extra Overwatch shots, but I'll be okay. As long as they don't drop off any mechs. They dropped off
They're
mechs.
moving to break me.
Alright, well, as long as we inflict enough damage with our 2 Overwatches, we'll kill this with 5 soldiers.
Got some advent here.
Miss both shots immediately.
Oh, the mech is dead.
Yep.
Enemy eliminated.
Hey, another
We
promotion.
got our first major. What?
Those two idiots did not realize there was and your hair trigger just procced. Those
No,
two
that
idiots did
wasn't-
not
that wasn't-
realize what was inside this building.
That wasn't a hair trigger. It was a,
Oh wait, that was an autoloader. I'm an idiot. I'm not used to these guys having that.
Autoloaders are the best, Alister. They're the best.
Definitely one of the most useful things I've ever seen. In fact, I'm honestly torn between which would be more useful on a sniper rifle, an autoloader or an advanced extended magazine.
Extended magazine because of kill zone.
Yeah.
And an autoloader because snipers take so many shots.
Check it before you get too close.
That's true.
But if you had to choose between one or the other, you want an extended magazine because, let's be honest, by the time your sniper takes 6 shots, whatever pod you're shooting at is dead unless you're trying to kill multiple pods all at once.
Yes.
And in which case,
Affirmative.
You're in a
Covering now.
completely different situation where kill zone is not the thing you're probably going to be using.
Ready to boogie.
Yes.
Menace 1-5, hostile interceptors are on high-speed approach. Your
Well,
window for extraction is
mission is
closing.
clear.
Double time.
I guess that'll be okay. I guess that'll be okay. Getting out of here.
Just in time.
Just in time.
Ready to boogie. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Are we going to die for the Emperor yet? No! Are we going to die for the Emperor yet? If you ask that one more time, I'll turn this Valkyrie around, and you won't die for the Emperor at all this week. Sorry. I should explain that joke. That's a reference to the Kriegsman Imperial Guardsman unit in Warhammer 40k, which is literally a guardsman unit that is so suicidally, fanatically loyal to the Empire, or to the Imperium of Man, that if you call them and ask for reinforcements, for a battalion of reinforcements, the big meme joke is the commissar that commands them comes back and goes, "So I heard you needed 3 battalions of reinforcements."
Alright, Guardian. Now we've got this rolling. So since you can stack threat assessment and Overwatch with a single character, Guardian on a specialist becomes this crazy emotional roller coaster of highs and lows. So you also want magazine extension on these characters because essentially it's a global Overwatch with them. And every time they get a successful hit, they have a 50% chance of taking another shot. Well, if you have multiple stacks of Overwatch, then they can get multiple shots off. I've had times where I will fire all 7 shots out of a specialist's magazine and they will kill the entire pod on their own before any other soldier really gets a chance to shoot anything.
Jesus.
This is what is expected of you to be able to take down pods of 3 Archons and stuff like that at a time. You need upgrades, and you need to prioritize getting those upgrades to counter the incoming enemies. Now, on this character, I'm probably going to take Heavy Ordnance to get the extra grenade. Run and gun.
Hey look, I'm the Codex brain.
You and your crew have dealt another serious blow to the aliens' efforts today, Commander. Impressive work.
Thanks, asshole. Oh wow, we recovered a soldier, apparently.
No, her will recover it and increased.
Oh. That's actually why that can be beneficial for anyone wondering, by the way, taking that soldier along and making that mission happen for them. Their will, when they come out of shaking, actually has a chance to increase permanently.
No, it doesn't. It's not a chance. It is. It does increase permanently.
Oh hey, there's alien alloys in that.
We need to prioritize getting striking at the aliens as much as possible.
Oh yeah, it's about that time.
It's because at this time we are more powerful than the aliens are. Just temporarily. They're starting to add more advanced officers, and the normal troopers and normal officers are starting to disappear. Normal troopers are gone as a whole.
Incoming message for you, Commander. Patching it through to your quarters now.
Oh, now what?
You have made
it's the
considerable
supply
progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
So we know which event we're going to get past. So
You never counter those faceless.
Long live the resistance.
Huh?
You never counter those faceless.
I would, but because I really don't like them.
They're one of the easier enemy group archetypes to deal with, to be fair.
What do you mean? No,
once
they
you
can
hit
end your whole career.
Once you hit your stride.
Stride meaning
Once you
have threat scanner, whatever the fuck it is.
Do you want the supply drop, or do you want to make contact with the next group up there?
Our contacts are 6 out of 6, so we need to actually upgrade a radio relay. But we need to get our supplies. We can't leave
Okay, yeah,
those.
then we definitely need supplies. Oh, hey, there's blue screen protocol. EMP bomb, blue screen rounds.
Okay, so let's take a look here. Skull mining. I actually want to get that because when you take this upgrade, the Skulljack actually increases the hack chance of a soldier. So we're gonna get that.
Ooh.
Our HP is starting to get higher. But I'm going to delay that in favor of getting skull mining because we have 4 heals on our combat specialist. So we'll just have to use an extra action on him for now. But I want to get this extra hack chance increase as early as possible.
You don't get hit very often as it is.
Oh,
as safe as you
we do.
play, you don't get hit that often. So
I tend to get shitted on by mutons with their fucking high HP armor and grenades.
Well, you're working on a resolution to that now, so.
Yeah, plasma weapons, so I can erase those fuckers. Hate those bastards.
Yay!
What facility is this? Okay, we just cleared that out, so let's get this shielded power coil cleared.
You got 2 engineers you could put on that.
We need an engineer to help us build up a building. And
you could spend some supplies to upgrade one of your resistance comms right now.
We need another power relay.
Power relay construction initiated.
Carry on. Hey, wait. It didn't auto-assign her to that.
I know.
Commander, we've pushed our current power systems to the limit. We don't
Now,
have any capacity to
when you
spare,
upgrade
which
your
we can't
resistance
expand our facilities further.
communications, you want to station them in the second position because they increase it by 4. Rather than putting them in the first position, which will only increase it by 2. Hacks, basically. Well, not hacks, but useful information. So we could just take this character out of here, have them help build the power relay, because we're going to need to upgrade the shadow chamber soon, and it's going to take like 5 power.
Damn. That poor sad son of a bitch still down there doing that shielding power unit.
Sorry for the noise pollution of the garbage can rolling outside.
It's not that bad on my end. I don't think it'll be that bad to them either. Oh! This had to happen now.
I think this is when the chrysalids show up. We have magnetic weapons, we have magnetic armor.
No, they show up in August. This is July. We still got another month before they should appear.
Are you sure about that? Because it's like 2 days to August.
According to the wiki, yeah, they're not supposed to show up until August, but I guess we'll find out.
Looks like we got lucky with the very, very small amount of RNG between the number of days. Because...
Yeah. I suppose we'll see if that's actually bullshit or not when we get in there, but according to the the wiki, which was very heavily detailed and cited pretty decently from what I saw, it should not be until August that they show up. So hopefully you will get lucky and they won't be here.
I'm bringing battle scanners since this is a retaliation. I disbelieve that we should see an Archon on this retaliation, so I don't think we're going to take the gas bomb, and I'm suspicious of chrysalids, so I'm not taking any poison whatsoever.
Yeah, chrysalids are immune to poison for what that's worth, anybody wondering?
They're also immune to the damage bonus that you would normally get.
Yes. It should also be worth noting, the armor-piercing rounds he's carrying, those are one of the two main solutions to deal with them without having to shred their armor. And another thing to note, that battle scanner and the scanning protocol are two of the primary hard counters for dealing with chrysalids, because chrysalids can burrow and just sort of wait for somebody on the map. And if you happen upon one of them, even if it's your turn still, they will get a free action to bite you. And that can be fatal, or at the very least be poisonous.
This is why we have Blade Masters, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, and when poison is an issue, when it comes to chrysalids...
An emergency signal from one of the resistance camps. The aliens are sweeping the whole area, taking out anyone they can find. We're moving to put a stop to it and protect as many people as we can. Secure the site and neutralize all hostile contacts.
If a chrysalid poisons you, unlike typical poison, it will not wear off naturally. If all else fails, though, you can call for an evacuation zone and have the unit evacuate who has been poisoned if you know they're going to die.
All enemy units and protect those civilians. Advent came in hot, and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on this one.
He says while you, zoom in on a concealed soldier.
Excuse me, but I will have you know this is a concealed phantom.
That's affirmative.
I will also have you know that he still said you won't have concealment at all, and then concealment popped up anyway.
Oh, hey, fun fact for you. Upgrading your grenades will upgrade the capacity of... Or, I'm sorry, the range of battle scanners. So if you shoot...
Yeah, that battle scanner is providing easily double the radius that it provided you before. Did it not detect anybody over there besides those cities?
No.
Well, at least you know they're not faceless.
Heading out.
Strange that there's nothing over there.
That actually is really weird.
Methinks this is an ambush.
I guess that'll be okay.
I'm trusting you here.
The scanning protocol and battle scanner are really the only ways to deal with chrysalids or with minimal risk, excuse me.
Overwatch. I'm on it.
On Overwatch. Orders confirmed, on the move. I'm on it.
Excuse me? Okay, here we go.
I was a little worried there. That's a codex. What's that doing on a retaliation mission? It's supposed to be a security unit.
All of the units show up on retaliation missions.
It's
every unit in the game shows up on retaliation missions. It's just whether or not you're betting that they are going to show up yet.
Well, there are units that are supposed to be more or less likely based upon the lore behind them. For instance, that codex, those are supposed to be security guards for the cyber network. They would not be expending that kind of valuable resource on assaulting positions when they already have various units perfectly built for the task. It's actually extremely likely, in a realistic sense, that one of those would be here. Unless, for whatever reason, this group hacked the Advent cyber network. Which is possible, but unlikely. Oh, hey, look.
A berserker.
Berserker and some mutons.
I should have continued in this direction up here.
Well, not much you can do about it now. Unless you
Yeah,
want to
there's
save
something.
scum then.
No, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna accept that I moved in that direction. I'll accept fucking getting shot and all that shit.
I don't tend to save scum in that regard either for something this stupid like, oh, well, I moved the wrong direction. I only ever tend to save scum pretty much when you do. When the situation has more or less made it clear that it is either going to cost me my campaign or cost me my squad, which will essentially cost me my campaign. I actually don't save scum too often.
Come get
Alright,
some.
let's get these other characters on Overwatch.
Come get some.
Got it covered. Closing on target position now.
I don't think that these are like preset fires. Are you fucking? He just missed a 95% chance to hit.
I thought he hit it.
Oh, you missed.
He just shot that thing through a wall. Can I get that on record?
Well, he got an Overwatch when he was running. And now we have an invisible
and now it's going to run the fuck away from him. Hey, look, there's the Muton, there's the Muton.
Both of those Mutons moved to retarded positions because nothing was within sight.
Starting to get cooked!
Yeah, they really did. The problem is that the civvies around them could very well be civvies, which means that grenades may not be the best option either. Thankfully, since they moved to retard positions, you don't gotta worry about that.
That's how it's done. Position compromised.
Oh, Troy, I got a really stupid one-liner for the next Muton. Why am I wasting my time with a fat putz like you when I could be doing something more dangerous? Like rearranging my sock drawers.
We'll just add your voice to the XCOM's voices.
I would be very honored if someone would do that, but I doubt that would ever happen. For anyone wondering, that was a Last Action Hero reference.
Rock and roll.
For some reason, I'm able to see him through that.
Yeah, I don't understand why, but I honestly wouldn't complain. Look what it fucking resulted in. You've nearly murdered that thing completely.
On my way.
Yeah, that's your scout. Well, that's not scouting anymore once he fires this gun.
Oh!
Catch that in your face.
He nearly did a flip.
How many?
Yep. Cool flip. Muton's in a damn berserker. Wouldn't an Overwatch be a good idea? Oh wait, you can do both.
Is an Overwatch. I don't want to go too overkill with the threat assessments, but I want to make sure that we have multiple shots on anything that comes running in. See, yeah, I knew that there were going to be more enemies coming.
Officer, stun lancer, and a trooper.
On my flank.
That Codex is a dick. That berserker ran off like a bitch, by the way.
Civilians left and right, Commander. We need to get these people out of here.
No, you didn't.
Oh no, there he is.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I can't move.
What?
Excuse me?
Where were your Overwatch shots?
Hello?
Fire spreading!
The civilian was running away and climbing up onto the top of the building. Which just made it another target for that fucking Codex, by the way.
Excuse me, but I believe that I had some Overwatch shots.
You had two that should have triggered on it. Why did they not trigger?
I don't know.
God damn you, game. explain yourself when weird shit like that happens.
Back online.
What are you gonna do, punk?
I'm gonna blow up both of these other aliens that are really far away. You think you're out of grenade range? Think again! No, I'm gonna take this 100% chance to hit and use a rocket on another character.
That's a wise idea, because fuck that Berserker. It was pretty hilarious that it managed to miss on a character you didn't even aid protocol.
Before you get too close.
Well, that's the thing. It ignored the Overwatch shots, so don't.
Yeah, I still want to I still don't understand why that happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, XCOM.
I'm trusting you here.
Wait, there we go.
Won't even know what hit him.
I know that there's another pod over to this side of the building, so I'm afraid to actually move too far forward. For fear of divine intervention amongst the stars.
The only thing I got on the description of this thing is a hilarious note that you might be able to find a way to take advantage of, Troy. If it is enraged and there are no XCOM soldiers within dashing distance, this creature can and will attack its own allies.
I think I said that earlier, but I said it was because you set it on fire, so maybe I was wrong about that.
All it has to do is enter an enraged state.
I'm not gonna go here because there's a fucking codex over there and it's gonna trigger another pod. God, movement should not be this punishing in XCOM.
On my way.
This is part of the formula that I don't appreciate. %71% was a pretty low
Only the
chance,
best.
but I took my odds and I won. Alright, so we got a free reload here. I want that stun lancer dead, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna move up and toss a grenade at him.
Heading to that location.
There we go. I'm not gonna move here because that might open line of sight on that codex that's far away. So I'm just gonna take the shot from right here. Moving is very punishing in XCOM. Because that means they'll not only get 3 extra free actions to move to flanking positions, but then they get a full turn on the end of our turn after that with no retaliation.
Everything I'm reading about the XCOM 2 Berserker says absolutely nothing about whether or not they have some weird ability or skill that allows them to ignore Overwatch. So
yeah, it was
your
just
Overwatch
a
is
movement
not.
bug. It was a movement bug.
Your Overwatch is not triggering had to have been a bug because it could not have been anything else.
Give him an Overwatch shot. Give myself an Overwatch shot.
That's a faceless.
That other character who threw a grenade is a major, so if he gets a successful hit, there's a chance he might take another shot.
Yep, Codex nailed him too.
Thank God they decided to fire a shot and not patrol.
Yeah.
Guardian, please trigger.
Target eliminated.
No Guardian. Fuck me.
Shit. That's not good.
Well, at least he's got 30% accuracy reduction here, so it's only 65% chance to hit.
One hurt.
Oh, okay.
Well, that actually didn't do much damage. I'm surprised.
Well, it's a faceless. They haven't gotten any upgrades since the start of the game. Once we upgrade our armor, they're not really so much of a lethal threat anymore.
Look at that building.
What
You
about
have
it?
decimated that fucking structure.
The aliens did it.
So did you. You blew it the fuck up.
No, I did.
The aliens weren't the asshole going around firing rockets into people's dwellings, Troy.
I fired a rocket at the aliens. I have no idea what you're accusing me of. I'm offended,
I'm trusting you here.
Alister,
Oh, you're
by
offended.
your
Well,
outrageous accusations of me destroying.
go back to the Snowflake Academy.
Thought you were actually talking about a location.
No. That was actually a joke I pulled in Walmart that I got away with because all the customers laughed. I had a manager look at me funny when I made the joke, and my coworker laughed, and so did the customers, so she just turned back around and said, forget it.
I'm ready.
But I looked at one of my coworkers, and I was like, oh, if you're that easily offended, you should go back to the Snowflake Academy.
What did you expect?
Alright, that guy's got a free reload. Free reload.
The manager walked up to him and talked to him, and then he came back to me and he goes, "She just asked if I wanted to throw a fit about that." And I'm like, what'd you tell her? And he goes, nothing. That was pretty funny.
Alright. Codex and a snake.
Oh, God, my cat's whining at me again. Yes, you expectant fluff bag. Attention!
Guys.
Not a problem.
See? Look at that. If I would have moved up in any instance to take a better shot with my shotgun, would have alerted a snake and a viper.
I'm coming for ya.
Yeah, I am.
Absolutely.
Hey, Mr. Snake. I'm Mrs. Snake.
Mrs. Snake. Remember that snakes are all female,
That's right.
and that the only male's a douche we won't be fighting in this game. He is not worth it. Like, the rulers are not worth it to fight, but I do love a lot of the weapons tied to them.
Right, so if this misses, then okay. You know what? I wonder if I could blow up the cover without harming the codex. I'm gonna need a smaller explosion for that. Or maybe I need a big explosion. Hold on.
What's up?
Oh, god damn it. I didn't want to move right there. I wanted to move right here up against the car. Ooh, can I get it? Right here. Yeah, this works. I can do it without harming the codex, so she doesn't replicate. Oh shit, did I just kill a civilian? Oh no, I blew up a gas tank. I was about to say, we scanned that area.
Oh no, I blew up a gas tank.
She dodged a critical hit.
Oh, you bitch. And now she's going to clone herself.
From so far away.
Still, she's even less healthy now, which... Ed, will you quit putting your ass on my phone? That's rude.
Closing on target position now.
What a dork. Anyway. You're still in a pretty decent position to deal with her.
I know that the other codex is gonna... She's gonna come over here and use the weapon disable thing, but... God damn it. She teleported so far away.
Didn't dodge that critical hit.
Overwatch. I don't even know why I'm overwatching.
Shouldn't you be hunkering down instead?
Okay,
given what that woman is capable, or what that effeminate digital entity is capable of.
Covering now.
I'm overwatching because of Faceless.
I've got eyes on advent troops.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hot. He's backed up by a mech. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, that teleport bypasses all Overwatch.
Yes, it does, because it doesn't count as moving in a way that an Overwatch could detect. Even though if you were on Overwatch, you could still read that as reacting to a visual stimulus, and a visual stimulus like their teleportation is pretty distinctive, and it makes sound. So they could still conceivably hear or see that go on around them and react fire. Anyway, at least it should also be worth noting, ladies and gentlemen, that is an entirely synthetic entity. It is mechanical. It is a fucking robot. Why is it casting psionic powers as though it has a brain that's capable of doing that?
Because the aliens made it to do that.
Psionics are something that are tied entirely to organic beings. It
You
would
do know
require
that thing is partly organic, right?
I don't think that it is, actually.
It is.
If it is, literally the only thing that is organic about it is the brain inside of the casing.
Yeah, that's all you need to have psionic powers. You need a brain. And I don't want this to miss, so I'm just gonna throw a grenade at it.
You need a brain with the psionic aptitude to be able to do that, which that actually explains why codexes are somewhat rare amongst the alien horde, and it is because that is not so easy to find. Genetic manipulation and alteration amongst humans is capable to help push that psionic aptitude to the forefront, but unless you have a natural inclination for it, you would not actually have the psionic aptitude necessary to be able to do what that thing is doing.
7 to 8 damage, guaranteed. Nice.
It's time to kill a robot. The aliens get such cool technology.
Now hopefully, okay, hold on. Who has the Berserker within their line of sight? This guy?
I want to say.
Nobody. So it's being revealed by the battle scanner. So that means if we kill that, I'm wondering if we kill that Stun Lancer, maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to, I don't know, do something. Is this right here? Nah. There's not a lot of places that we can go, really. I think this is still inside the range. I wish it was clear. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Locked and loaded.
What?
I accidentally pressed the R key and she just reloaded. When I was trying to press E and I just fat fingered it.
That sucks.
I guess
fucking
that'll be
move here.
okay.
Well, that's one less attack I get this turn. And now we just got the shotgun and I guess I'll just go up to high ground and shoot him in the face. I would have been able to get a grenade off, but no. And we missed. So, a soldier is potentially going to die here because they have 2 attack opportunities. I don't care about cover, they're gonna go for the melee.
Roger, holding.
Excuse me? Yo. Alien.
It's turning into a massacre out there, Commander. That camp is getting wiped out.
Fire's getting worse here.
Did that alien just go after a civvy instead of trying to kill one of your XCOM troopers?
Yes. And the Berserker didn't even attack.
Wow.
I was full well expecting him to. I have absolutely no idea why that happened the way it did, but...
I don't know why that happened the way it did either, but I suppose you should just be glad that one of your soldiers did not just take a giant fist to the face. We really don't need to be rolling for minimum damage. Oh, God. Oh! Did you see that breath? Could you imagine what that must have smelled like? Ugh.
Like somebody's potato salad for Thanksgiving?
I've never had a potato salad smell like what that vapor insinuated. Ugh.
Good to go.
You got 8 different
was
flavors and nasticacious.
Damn it, Troy. That was pretty good damage. Can't really complain about that.
Yeah, well,
14
most of our hits are going to be guaranteed here, so...
How are you still alive?
Because he's got a ridiculous amount of HP. Berserkers, the secondary gatekeeper, if you're still too stupid to upgrade beyond ballistics, you're not going to kill this thing with ballistics.
No, you really
piss it off.
They have 28 hit points with, on this difficulty. If you have not upgraded to mag weapons by this point, by the point of those showing up, you are not killing them in one turn. Ever. all you're going to do is make it mad, and then it will kill one of your troops. And guess whose fault that'll be?
Donald Trump?
I'm trusting you here.
I mean, you're welcome to blame him, but it's not going to change the fact that it would be your fault if it happened to you. What did she just shoot at?
It would have killed him.
What did she just shoot at?
Something like
Why do you think I go out like this?
Oh, wow. As it shanks a civilian. That's fucked up.
Starting to get cooked.
That dude's complaining about the fire.
Well,
The
why is he
fire's
complaining
not-
about the... Yeah, that's not your biggest fucking problem right now,
No,
dude.
it's because he's near a tile that's on fire, and they give you a warning about that. Alright, now the last faceless is somewhere around here.
You can't handle me.
Yeah, let's just hope he's not right up against your booty cheeks.
I doubted that he was, because he did a lot of damage.
Yeah, you did. Where the fuck is he? I don't see it.
He's in that school
Oh,
over there.
it's way over there.
Ready to rock.
It's in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
I'm trusting you here.
The Resistance has done everything it can to convince people to join the cause. But it's an uphill battle when you've got admin.
Why is he saying that now?
24 hours a day.
On my way.
Like, he made that comment way forever and a day ago, and now all of a sudden he's making it again. Why?
I don't know.
Halo to Overwatch.
On Overwatch. Affirmative, covering now.
I sentenced that faceless to death by firing squad.
What is your defense? You already sentenced me. Correct. Your defense would be meaningless in that case. Kill him. And as I say that,
I got nothing.
Only the best.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. We're not picking up any additional contacts. The AO is clear. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
No, that mission would have been completely different if we would have continued along the high ground. I'm pretty disappointed that we got hit during that mission.
it was just a lightly wounded, though, thankfully. Watch that be gravely now that I've said that.
No, it's not, because we have we have upgraded armor. Wounds
I
are
wonder how the new
guaranteed to be
gear
1
would hold
tier
up,
lower.
Commander. Looks
See?
to me like it's working out just fine.
Yay! 2 days.
It's because of armor upgrades. Now, obviously, we're going to get untouchable here, but I'll show you guys what they do anyways.
Okay, when untouchable is triggered, the next damage dealing attack during the turn, even if it is an area of effect. Oh, so that's literally guaranteed damage avoid.
Yes.
Deep cover, non-effective actions, such as reload, can still be performed without invalidating deep cover.
So that's better. You remember when I was moving one time with the scout and then hunkering down with them because overwatching was pointless for the scout?
Yeah.
Well, with this, you can move once, overwatch, and be hunkered down, or you can move twice and still be hunkered down. So it's like having double the defense on your scout, just in case they get revealed by accident. They're very safe. Very, very safe.
Huh.
So we're taking Untouchable. Untouchable, you can manipulate the AI into doing unfavorable things. Like if there's no target that they can grenade and the ranger who just got a kill is flanked, they will shoot at that ranger, so we can effectively ignore one attack. We're going to take advantage of this with Archons later on by moving our ranger directly next to the Archon and getting a kill elsewhere. Enemies who are melee units love to melee the closest possible unit, and in this case it would be the Untouchable Ranger who has just killed one of their allies. So we use the Ranger to kill off the rest of the pod, while the Archon focuses on attacking the Ranger. This gives our entire team another turn to take down an Archon. It also works really well against surprise faceless units. We got a bunch of corpses.
You have done an outstanding job leading
Yeah,
the resistance.
just wheel on all those dead bodies.
We can't exactly just leave that shit there. The kids might start, like, eating it or some shit.
I would hope you wouldn't think to eat something that disgusting.
I don't know, man. Grilled snake sounds pretty good to me.
I mean, yeah, if you've ever had lizard guts.
People eat snakes. I mean,
Yes, they do. That was what I just made a reference to a movie where one of the main characters does in fact do that.
we're gonna get.
He
This
kills a
Stay
snake,
With Me
cuts it open.
is very nice to grab. If you're on Iron Man, you're in a race to grab this. So, if we were playing on Iron Man, I would have bought Wet Work a long time ago, and I'd still be rushing with that same Ranger at the very beginning of the game to get up to major rank, and would have continued feeding him kills until he got this. That way, your soldiers survive more often in situations where you have been fucked. I really want those alien alloys, but we need to finish up these supplies and then contact that next resistance area so we can destroy the alien facility.
Yay! Don't care. Alright, now we need to make contact with that section of North America.
We've utilized all of our available...
Time to make contact with the East Coast on those... with those damn Americans.
Attempting to establish
You and your Arnold Plump?
regional
I mean,
contact.
Donald Trump?
Shadow
No.
chamber now operational.
Codebreaker.
Although I'm impressed with the strides we've made in infiltrating the alien psionic network, the depths of their technological advancement continue to leave us one step behind. However, with the enhanced decryption capability of this chamber, I'm confident we will find a great deal more information than we had previously hoped.
New objective added.
Examine the Codex brain.
We are fully prepared to begin our analysis of the material recovered from the Advent Black Site. With the Shadow Chamber fully operational, we can use its advanced decryption capabilities to analyze the Codex artifact recovered by our forces. Our work is proceeding as expected, Commander.
Okay, psionics, blah 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 blah. We still have yet to get.
I've seen members of the crew quietly glancing at the scar on my neck. If I wasn't forced to remove the chip myself, the incisions might have been cleaner.
There's your proof, everyone, by the way, for whether or not that guy is actually a good person. In order to join the XCOM resistance, when he found out what Advent was doing, he literally surgically removed the chip that was in the back of his own head himself.
New orders, Commander?
And survived. If that doesn't tell you what this man is capable of, I don't know what will.
We're constructing two of these. We're gonna take one mimic beacon, and we need to save the rest of these supplies.
I saw Tygan muttering to himself in one of the corridors. I'm not sure he noticed me. Bradford trusts him, but I'm still keeping my eyes open.
I constructed a lot of that technology to allow us to counter alien robotics.
Yep, which are going to very vastly become a problem if you don't get something to deal with that, by the way.
If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast. Commander, we've located one of their facilities.
God damn it!
Yeah, they're really far
Now
away.
now there's 3.
That's fine.
Well, we're gonna blow one up here in a few days, so that's not gonna matter. Ooh, yeah, there's the skull mining upgrade.
Excuse me? I need to move closer.
Sometimes that glitch happens, folks. That battle medicine is incredibly useful.
That's what we're getting next.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite upgrades in the original
I'll set word
XCOM.
when the project is complete.
Man, she has so many engineers. Can you imagine how pissed off Tygan probably is right now?
This Tygan has like 8 scientists. Fuck out of here.
If we want to set back the
they
aliens'
picked
work
the
on
wrong
Petard
facility.
project, we should hit one of their facilities as soon as possible.
Central. Look, who's the commander here? Me or you?
Troy?
Alright. God damn it, let me finish the scan.
Damn
I
it!
had the shadow chamber running the numbers. These are the
God
tactical
damn it,
projections for our
game!
next field operation.
Hey, maybe we get another engineer out of that. That'd get us some supplies. That would give us a scientist, which we kind of are starting to need.
This hidden event. Because
Yeah, but we really need to counter the hidden event.
Neither of these other events offers intel as a reward. Therefore, we need to stack the odds in our own favor. So, let's see what enemies we've got here on this mission. Looks like mostly organic enemies. So we got a Codex, Sectoid, Officer, Trooper, Archon, Advent, Shield Bearer, Muton, Viper, Stun Lancer.
They're all organic, except
so
for the
we've
Codex.
got Archons. We've got Archons.
Yeah.
Right, so since we've got Archons, we're going to use double Venom ammo. We've got Shield Bearers and shit, too.
I was gonna say, you could use the incendiary grenade on that son of a bitch, too, and then he can't melee. Light his ass on fire.
Advanced autoloader. Where's the other shotgunner?
That one already has an autoloader. You need that one. Yeah.
Oh, but we've got an advanced hair trigger.
I was gonna say, which one do you want to give up? Or do you want to slap it on somebody who doesn't have it?
Probably gonna give up the hair trigger, considering that reloading could be considered a free action, and we get to do it twice in a mission, and codexes are starting to become prominent. And I need to be able to minimize my moving distance, and using a slash is not what minimizes move distance.
Whatever you feel is necessary, because so far your decisions have not run us afoul.
next
Except
thing
for
you know, a
maybe one.
referee comes running in, blowing a whistle. I can imagine it right now. I just pictured it in my mind. Just imagine a sectoid who's got on a referee jersey and he's blowing a whistle. Like when he does that thing where he's screaming and pointing, but it's whistle blowing instead. and then Captain Tariko is over there like, oh, come the fuck on! That was not a foul! Now, I constructed both of those EMPs prematurely for sectopods, but we haven't run into them yet.
Right.
We're gonna take one EMP though for the codex.
I love my idiot friends. Sometimes I hate them, but I love them.
Or better yet, you know what? I'm gonna take a flashbang instead. Flashbang, 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 flashbang. I'm gonna take the flashbang for the codex instead of an EMP. Because if you flashbang a codex, they're unable to replicate. And we'll be able to deal damage and disorientate the rest of the enemy pod. And should we need to, we can flashbang the Archon to ensure that his accuracy is 0. What are you laughing at, Alister?
My idiot friends are texting each other right now, and in our big group chat, Seth pops in this horrific joke, and it's basically this sentence that's colossally full of spelling errors. And it says, "Dear grammar Nazis, I'm placing this here specifically to destroy your entire day. May correcting this be the only thing you think about all week. Have a nice day." But, like, it's so loaded with spelling errors that half of the shit that you see in here, like, doesn't make sense. Like, specifically is spelled SPACIFIKALLY. Placing is spelled PLAYCING.
Stop reading it. Stop. Stop.
and the grammar Nazi, quote unquote, of our team actually said, "All right, you're going in the gas chamber along with your heresy."
Are you okay? We're having technical difficulties here, folks. We need to resuscitate one member of our team.
that face, like, just Jesus Christ. Oh, that was one of the best jokes I've ever seen in my life, and the reaction was perfect.
We're in the pipe. 5 by 5.
You know you're not allowed to make politically sensitive jokes, right? Because our channel's gonna get fucking flagged now because of you.
From the ad network using
How?
As far as we can tell, the aliens
You
have figured out
mentioned
what's going on, and
the
they're
word
sending
Nazi
reinforcements in
and
to destroy
gas
the
within
device.
2 minutes of
We're
one another.
moving in to secure the area
Oh.
and protect the device before they manage.
Oh my god, if they try to flag our channel for that shit, ugh.
Hostile forces are already moving to destroy the data tap installed nearby. We need to lock down the area and secure the device at all costs.
This is how me and my friends mess with each other, folks, for anyone wondering. Jesus. Oh.
That is a big-ass satellite dish.
Holy crap! Do you
What
get
kind of
NASA
how
on
many
that damn
panels
thing?
do they
Jesus.
got?
Do you get NASA on that fucking satellite dish? I mean, really, that is a huge fucking satellite dish.
I wonder what kind of TV they got going on in there.
We must be in Texas right now, because everything's bigger in Texas.
There's the a sectoid and
The sectoid and the codex, which is one of the, one of the most annoying enemies in the entirety of this game, mixed with one of the least annoying enemies if you know how to deal with it.
Orders confirmed on the move.
I'm gonna show something to you guys. Yeah, I'll have sight on both of them if I go over there. So,
Stick and move.
let's do this.
Okay.
Yes, I am sacrificing my scalp for this, but I want to show this to you guys. Now, remember, Hunter Instincts is a thing, correct? We deal damage against flanked targets. Well, flashbangs don't normally deal damage, but in this instance, they will. Now, I'm going to make sure I move the rest of my team so that everybody gets the mobility bonus from Lightning Strike. And it only works while the team is still concealed, so I need to use everybody's first action.
Yes, that will wear off early, folks, if you expose yourself early, so keep that in mind for your own run.
Affirmative. Moving out. Heading there now.
Heading out.
Now, this is one of the few times where I actually will.
Overwatch. Eyes on the prize.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Alright. Let's flashbang the Codex so she can't replicate and deal damage to both her and the sectoid. There we go. Disorientated and unable to move.
I spotted us.
Their moving distance is also reduced as well. No replication for you.
Before you get too close.
One down, thousands to go.
Alright, so we know that the pod near the objective is 2 advanced troopers and 1 advanced officer.
I guess that'll be okay. Got the map here.
Ooh, these pods are stacked so closely together. What in the actual fuck? Hello, Alister. Welcome back.
Hi. So you found a snake.
Yeah, I did.
Everybody beware.
Catch.
Also, if anyone's wondering why we've been so anal about targeting the Vipers in here, I discussed their abilities when we first ran into them during this playthrough, and I've had to do it every single time we've done it, and I've been pretty thorough about it every single time. They are literally the advent equivocation of a troll unit. Don't let them get an action off.
Because they can pull your soldier towards them.
Adjusting aim.
And that's not the worst thing. They pull you towards them, and their bind is a free action. And that by itself is not bad, but when they pull you towards them, imagine if the snake pulled a character right now. The snake would pull you towards them and then activate another pod midway through the enemy's turn.
Yep, because your vision would expand all the way over to where she was and around her. And it gets worse because that soldier is strangled once every turn for a set amount of damage each turn. Yeah, you really don't want that to happen. And then they will have to take another turn when you free them to recover from that.
The other thing is that their tongue bind is only 1 action, which means that they're able to immediately fire at you, or what their favorite thing to do is spit poison at one of your soldiers. And if a soldier is poisoned, that's an automatic guaranteed grave wound.
Target location.
I despise those damn things for a lot of reasons, and their tongue has got to be the biggest one because it is the hugest load of bullshit ever. I don't think the developers really knew how to program that kind of move in a fair way, because that bitch has that enemy must have a 200-foot long tongue, because it can yank you off the second or third story floor of a building.
On Overwatch.
From the ground floor.
On Overwatch.
Like it should. Snakes have very long tongues.
Yeah, but snakes don't have a tongue anywhere near that long. And even if you magnify the size of the snake to about those proportions, that would not equate a 200-foot long tongue.
Ah!
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Enemies.
That was actually pretty badass right there. Look at that.
Yeah,
More
the
corpses.
Guardian triggered. He was ready for more.
Yep. He was like, anybody else want some? I'll shoot another person. Bring me more aliens for my gun.
All right, I'll go.
I'm gonna catch everybody
I
up
guess that'll
because
be
we
okay.
know where the next pod is.
We do.
Sure thing.
Some soldiers are back behind. We need to get everybody
Come get
caught
some.
up. Those who are already caught up, we'll see if we can reload them. I'm gonna grab this loot because we're gonna get it soon anyways. And it's unlikely the enemies are gonna patrol towards us. They're probably just gonna keep shooting.
Oh, great, Delirium Core. Well, I guess you can try for another good experimental grenade.
Moving to Overwatch.
Scanning. Got it covered.
Should the mood and supplies strike you. Troy, are you gonna rocket launch that fucking side of the building down?
Oh, Alister, I would never do such a hate. Yes, I am.
You had the exact thought process I did about that situation. Fire the rocket, blow everything the fuck up, problem fucking solved.
And they're not going to be able to move because we're not within visual range, so I'm just going to do it again.
Bring in the pain.
Damn!
Hurts, doesn't it?
No, I totally didn't feel that at all. I think you need to hit me one more time.
Be my guest then.
I'm trusting you here.
Oh my god.
This is why we love rocket launchers, ladies and gentlemen.
Right about there is where they're all standing. Oh, that was gorgeous. Wow, one of them is still alive. That is impressive.
It's the officer. He's not going to be alive for long because we have a stock, so...
Affirmative. Moving out.
You know what I should have did? I should have did the big brain, I mean, I was thinking about just using the stock, but something you can do when you trigger a pod is, I could have used aid protocol on this specialist here, and given him the threat assessment, and then when he moves forward and the enemies move reactively, we have a chance to shoot them and get a critical hit before they get to cover. That's how you were meant to use threat assessment.
Enemy destroyed.
Alright, so I'm going to cut it right here, and then we're going to continue to the next part, so I can continue recording. Because it's about to hit that 2-hour mark.